Good morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Zuko Was the Multiverse Speedster. Here, let me. This one. So, in this alternate timeline, Zuko, who has the powers of. Like, Infinity Ram. Basically, he could outrun anyone. And when he was just a child, or of course, Zumi is the, of course, is in this what if too. So the what if? So let's begin. Zuko and Zumi were born, and Zuko and Zumi played a lot of games. They're not like fast games, they're just slow and plain. And plus the Bakugo at age of, or actually they got their quirks checked, and Zuko had, or he's quirkless. That's what the quirk doctor says. But yeah, and then the Zumi had a fire manipulation quirk, but the Bakugo, and his, so Bakugo and Zuko went to an abandoned warehouse. There, Bakugo found a weird device, just like a one in the X-Men storyline. But when he picked it up, of course, Zuko was asked him, "Don't touch it," or like, I see it. Bakugo says no, as he forces it, as somehow Bakugo pulled the trigger as his friend, his friend that he thought was dead, but he got teleported to the multiverse. Not just a normal multiverse. It's to every Zuko's multiverse. There, he saw many of his alternate versions of himself. But they were in their ghost form. As he doesn't know which one's real, which one's the fake one. As his insanity, or actually in that timeline, or in that between dimension, is time moves super fast. Faster than in that time, or in that multiverse of this storyline, than in his actual storyline. Like, he could be running for hours without any human contact. He's losing his mind every second, every day, or like every day, hour, every second. Yeah, he he tries thinking of a way out, but when he was still a little kid, so his his friend Bakugo could not believe that his friend died right in front of his eyes, or actually right in front. As the only person that truly fell in love with Zuko is still Ochako. Because Ochako hangs out with him almost every day when they were little. So, Bakugo, or actually, no one cared about him. Um, so, yeah. So basically, he, the Zuko was pretty powerful. And sorry if you're hearing anything in the background. I'm sorry. The I can't help it. The so yeah, they grew older, like 15, and yeah, of course, in that speed thing, Zuko does get like quirks and powers like infused into his body. Honey, like his body is telling him to stop, but his mind said keep going. As he goes on, he got faster and faster. As now, usually yeah, well, Sumi gets one for all to honor hit their to honor his, her dead brother. That's not really dead. It's yeah. Of course, Inko heard, or like before, she heard that Zuko died, as she cried her tears out. She could not believe, you know, that the some or one of her kids just disappeared, like died. And when Ochako heard that, she was also crying. So, Zumi gets Class 1A. So does Ochako. It's basically like the same thing. There's nothing changed from trying to figure out where I think I downloaded the, or not, accidentally made. Hold on. So, there's nothing changed. Changed. Except Zuko would be Zumi. Or like Zumi takes Zuko's place thing. But they did not know that Zuko is still alive. So let's do a time skip to All Might versus All for One. Or actually, they didn't notice the in USJ when the Nomu who was about to kill like the this guy, a giant lightning bolt just struck through the Nomu, making him explode instead of the yeah. And yeah. And the next yeah. So they were like, okay, that's just weird. Why did a Nomu just randomly explode? Like, so yeah, Zuko ends up, um, he was still in the metaverse because of, he got teleported to there. He tries his hardest to get out of the multiverse. He wants to go home. He wants to spend time with his loved ones. So, yeah. Then they eh, Jiro looks around as she could hear the footsteps, like electricity steps. And she tries to look around as she sees a Nomu explosion as the electric stomps like speeds were as she's wondering as she saw the entire thing. Electric Bolt does not step on so yeah, or uses like footsteps unless in someone's quirk. As she's thinking, she's gathering up all her thoughts. Right. So, so Jiro decides, or actually, Jiro's parents says, "What are you thinking?" As she says, "Well, there's at USJ incident, the there was a lightning bolt, but no. Usually sounds go bzz, bzz, like electricity, but this one was more of a like footstep hitting the pavement kind, like someone was running out of a like portal, ran right through the Nomu and made it explode into another. Huh, I see. That's just my guess, but it was just too bizarre for me. Yeah. How bizarre are we talking about? As so Zuko, or no, actually Jiro ended up like the next day before UA started. She goes to, or she walks up to erase her head. Or actually, no, let me rephrase that. Or, yes. To Huzumi and asks her, did you hear the, like, stomping when we were at USJ? When you think about it, yeah. Usually lightning goes zzz, zzz. Yeah. That's weird. Why does anyone want to... Well, as then they ask Mr. Azawa that same question. Like, and Mr. Azawa was like, well, what you two have described, someone must using their quirks to save all of us and kill the Nomu. Huh. Well, if you two hear footsteps, as he thinks about it, as he reports it to Nezu, and Nezu's like, okay, so yeah. Then rumors spread around like wildfires of a, you know, so then that got All for One's attention. And so then I'm skipping the rest. Next. And or actually no, at the sports festival when Bakugo was about to kill Ochako, he gets sent flying out of the race instead, or not race, but the he gets like knocked out cold. As yeah, Bakugo, when he opened his eyes before, he saw a face like electric beast or electric man looked at him. So, yeah. For a split second, or like nanosecond. Yeah. So, basically, Zuko ends up. So, then now, all my verses, all for one. The. Yeah. So then, All Might versus All for One. All Might was down, but he wasn't out. As All Might, or as All for One is about to kill him, as a electric pulse formed, and bleep, as Zuko was. You don't. This is. Pretend this is electric. So he ran right through All for One, and All for One exploded. Like, yeah. Explosion. Ocean. As everyone was like, whoa. Yeah. So then he as he was like trying to figure out, or they're trying to figure out as he left a note, or Zuko left a note. Oh. Right after he left, like, bleep out of existence. That's pretty fast. He was going for the quickest time, like, is 0.1 seconds. You know how many zeros that was? Yeah. I keep saying that really fast, so yeah. So Zuko somehow left a note out as it said, "Nope, me, me, me. I'm stuck." Or he says, "I'm stuck." As All Might looks at it. Or actually, Bakugo picked it up. And when he wrote it, or when he not wrote it, he read it, he knew who it was. As he brought tears down his face. That he's still alive. As he quietly says to himself, as he just straight up collapsed. Like, he can't believe that his friend and was he thought that got killed by him. As Zuko Bakugo's Bakugo was basically understood, and as he was put into the like, hospital for his wounds things, but the really only real hurt was him blaming himself. That hurts more. It's like, yeah. So Zuko, so the court, no, not court doctor, the detective asks Bakugo, what did the letter say? It said, and help me, I'm stuck. Who's stuck? Zuko Midoriya. As we recognize that name. Did he die from... Wait, you're saying that he... As his classmates ask him, Jiro asked him, like, because she could not believe that, as he told the detective the backstory of before her, like, he found this device in the lab, and Zuko tried to stop me from for using the machine, but he got caught in the crosshairs of the device at the abandoned warehouse. As Ochako was, she really wants to see her Zuko back. She wants to see a Zuko, her own boyfriend. Yeah. So, Class 1A went to the abandoned warehouse where they found the device not completely destroyed, not even, like, touched. As they see the machine that Bakugo was talking about, as he puts a couch on there. So they put a beam aimed right at the, like, a destroyed sofa. Bakugo pressed some random buttons, and it teleported the couch away. Nay. As some of them, or all of them, they could not believe. This is the device that sent Zuko to the pocket universe. Yeah. So they take it to the Nezu, and Nezu says, okay, if this machine is the real deal, we need to send a note to him right away. As he wrote the note down, as Zuko turns around, he picks it up as he reads it, as he knew who's Bakugo's handwriting. As he as they tried replicating it perfectly to making the bigger version, it has a restart switch. So when they press restart, they see Zuko. Then there, when he was just like 4 years old, he's in that universe. Time also froze. Yeah. So he ran and as Bakugo grabs, or actually the Class 1A, Mr. Zawa grabs him, pulls him in, but he's as Dark Shadow takes him in, like grabs him, pulls him in. Like he literally, yeah. And Zuko, who was out of breath for a while, yeah. So, yeah, basically, he got ran to the hospital, and his sister calls their mother, and told her that Zuko is still alive. Where are you at? I'm at the hospital now. So, like, Zumi was at the hospital with her brother, as they could not believe that this 4-year-old kid, as Bakugo owes, like, he tries to avoid Zuko because he kind of feels bad for accidentally activating that machine. So yeah, Zuko, you know, as Bakugo looks at him, how is he doing? As Nezu says, well, he's doing good. He's just laying. Is only his bones in his. He might not make it through after, because how much running he did. And the so the doctors tried to do like everything in their power or to as they his mother. So after like he like made sure the bleeding stopped. Zumi, or no, actually, Inko walks up. She holds her son's hand in the first time ever. As he can't speak because he needed. Yeah. So, yeah, basically he. Basically, yeah. Ochako, who, when she, like, saw him, like, first time she's seen him in long time, as she, like, straight up thinks that he's cuter than anyone. So, do a time skip. 2 overhaul fight. But before her, like, before they, like, go in and, like, do that stuff, or actually, during it, Zuko's body starts to evolve as he grew to the size of an adult. Not just a. He grew to. I'm trying to find that picture. He grew to the size of a waffle. No, not a waffle. So sorry, waffle. He's about the same size as the All Might when he's buffed up form. Or when All Might's buffed up form. Yeah. Like this one. He was tall. He was so tall that even he feels like himself. As, yeah. So he goes, yeah. As Bakugo was, but in this alternate timeline, Bakugo oh, went to uh um was joined the that and yeah. So Zuko or so Overhaul was about to kill Zumi as they as Bakugo wasn't there in time or is gonna be too late. Everyone was afraid except for Zuko as he as he jumps as he flew across the and hits the overhaul with enough force as he says the giant drop kick. Boom! As he sends overhaul flying backwards. Like 2 kilometers. Or no, 200 million miles away. Yeah. As he lands on his feet. As he says, huh, hey little sister. It's been a while. So, Azumi looks up at him as she could not believe her eyes. Her brother went big brother. Now, as he flies right towards Overhaul with enough force. As he says, who's this? Now Doomsday Punch as he punches Overhaul to the ground. And yeah. The as he like basically kicks or beats around or beating the snot out of Overhaul. As Zuko uses his own version of Ares to the max. As everyone saw what he did. So yeah, like Zuko used his ice power. Or no, his rewind quirk to break the break all Overhaul's monster form back into like 4. Overhaul and 3 of his goons. Yeah. So his as Bakugo walks up with his head down. And so he's as Bakugo tells Zuko that he's sorry for her like being that guy. But instead of like he didn't need to or he did not need to say anything. He just hugged Bakugo and told him that's alright. We were young. Oh, we knew better than that. I won't hold it against you. Yeah, so basically Bakugo can't believe That after all these years, yeah. Plus, he also told him that thank goodness that you picked on a his world, Zuko, not the nobody else's. Because what I saw still haunts me from. So, yeah. Then he walked away. He walked right up to his sister. How are you doing, little sister? Oh, minus the scratches, but I'll be okay. Huh. Yeah. Ooh, she don't look so good. Bud. Tonight eyes. He fixed that up for you. As he puts his hand on, and he uses the rewind quirk to heal over or Sir Night Eyes back. They go to UA, and everyone, even Nezu says, "Your suit's right over here, Zuko." Yeah, so Zuko ends up becoming a speedster. Yeah, so he basically, this is what he looked like. And Azuku was it like, because of course Inko wants or spend time with him because how long it has been and without, so yeah, so she brought up the what was it like in that pocket universe or whatever. Well, it was pretty scary. What's the one thing that scared me was seeing all the alternate, like, endless possibilities of me. I saw good versions of me, where I am a pro hero, and then I saw the bad parts, where I became a force to be, like, reckoned with. I did not want to go down that path again. Because I slowly, as he says, I slowly lose my mind. Or it felt so, ugh. As as Inko knows, as her son doesn't sleep well because with all that, it must be hard for you. Yeah. I was trying to get some human contacting, like talking to them, but they just ignored me. Like, you know, it was just like, I saw this big brute with spikes. It was everything. He scares the living daylights out of me. Every single one of them scares me badly. So, yeah. As Ochako walks up to him, because Ochako's parents says that's okay if you sleep with the boy. So she ends up walking over to Zuko's house, and he's just laying in bed. Or actually, they invited her. She ends up cuddling with Zuko as she tells him that she's still in love with him no matter what. As he hugs her, as he basically, yeah, it was just, yeah. Of course, Inko knows that, of course, Ochako had school, so, and he didn't do anything weird. He just, he tries to go to sleep. But every time he closes his eyes, he sees those people like then like the next morning he woke up with a really bad headache, as he still can't, and like he felt like he had guilt because he saw everyone, like Momo, or um like the spirits of the like all the My Hero Academia characters looked at Zuko and told him, I'm guilty, guilty, and all that stuff. So yeah. So Zuko is still recovering from it. So please leave a like, share, subscribe.